Hey there everyone, this is Nick as founder and CEO at Hitgoc. So in previous video we saw how to align multiple images, basically justify images, basically multiple images, right? And to give flex wrap property, gap of 100 pixels, and yeah, something like that. And output would be something like, okay, let me open the live server. Yeah, output was something like this, right? So yeah, so now in today's video what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply some text over each image, right? So not each image, just let's just do it with just one image, right? Just yeah, let's work with just one image. So here's the image. So we're gonna center the I will show you the best possible way to center a text over an image, right? So and to give a proper styling so that your text becomes visible, right? So that it does not merge with the existing image, background image, right? Yeah. So okay, there are two methods basically. So one is using the background image property of the style attribute. That is the one option, and the other option is basically uh, positioning the text to the absolute value, right? So positioning the text absolute over this image. That's the second method. So today I'm gonna show you the second method, right? So second method is basically how we can how we can basically apply text over an image. So for that, let's cut this image and put it in a div for a while. So and above that div, let's open an h3 tag and say title or a robot, if one say, because this image implies of a robot basically doing some futuristic stuff. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, so basically without this is the default position of this heading tag just above the image, right? So in order to basically get this image over this image, sorry, get this text over this image, is to give it a position absolute value, right? So here is something we need to do. Just wrap up it in a div, right? So okay, before that I'm gonna show you some issues that you might face. So issue number one would be if we give style to this heading 3 tag, right, and hit position absolute. Let's check the output. So yeah, hit save and the output would show something like, let's change its color also, keep it white, right? So yeah, we have it here over the image, right? So even if you change the position of this hit save, right, so it's gone basically. Right, so why is it gone? Because um its z index is basically uh the z index of this image and the z index of this text is basically balanced, right? So system is taking by default the first priority is given to this the tag which is uh, at the first, right, then the second. So we have a property called z index, and which is 0 by default, and if we give it 1, so priority would be transferred to a robot. So okay, so I guess there's some issue with it. If I go black, okay, so position absolute is not working just below. Why isn't it working? um What is the issue over here? If I go with this, it works fine. Okay, below the image, position absolute is not working actually. Why isn't it working? I have no clue about it. All right, let's leave it for a while, right? So here we are basically. We are with, let's keep it at the top, right? So we got h3 tag at the top and then img tag at the bottom, right? Hit save and yeah, hit save and we got this. Let's change this color to white, right? So its color is white now. Now what we gotta do is basically we cannot center this title or robot at the center of this image until and unless we give it flex and then justify content center and then align item center, right? So basically what this position absolute does is uh, it actually denies the component's tendency to move itself in some sort of a track or path, right? So basically uh, if I if we don't have width and height of the parent element, right, of the parent element, if we don't have the width and the height, if the position is absolute, please mention it, if the position is absolute, so the flex would not gonna work, right? So this is how this is some sort of limitation we have with position absolute, right? So flex would not gonna work over here, right? So let me just show you guys why it would not work. Let's wrap up. Okay, before that I would like to give it a decent blur filter to the image. We have got some filter property and then blur I would give it 10 pixels, right? Oh, that's too much, I guess. That's too much, man. Let's give it 8 pixels, right? So, okay, so where is our text gone, basically? Our text is gone. Okay, so here is one more property called z-index. Z-index is basically priority level. So the priority level, basically the components which has the higher z-index would be shown above the uh, above the component which is at the behind, right? Above the component which has the z-index lower than the one we are applying for, right? So this is how uh, let's just see the output. You would guide you guys would see the difference, right? So h3, let's by default the index is 0 for every component, every tag, right? So let's give it the index 1. Hit save. Yes, so as you can see we got the text over the image, right? So I guess it before giving the blur property, I guess it was fine without giving the z-index, right? See, it's working properly. But as soon as I give the style filter property and I leave this z-index part, the text goes away, right? So I guess this blur property has to do something with it. I don't know. Anyways, we'll stick to the plan. Z-index 1. Cool. Hit save. Now the thing is how to center this text at the very center of this image, right? So we don't have the dimension of this. We have the dimension, but just the width, right? We don't have the height of this image. So yeah, so this is gonna be troubling us, right? This is gonna trouble us. So for that I have some special method to work upon. Let's cut this heading tag, put it in a div, right? And copy, basically cut all the style from h3 tag and deliver it to its its parent tag, right, which is the div tag. Hit save. You can see there is no difference between our that previous method and this method, right? So um yeah, now one thing, in order to set the dimension, let's create a border, 2 pixels solid red, right? So this is basically the text border, right? Yeah. So now I'm gonna give the proper width is gonna be 400 pixels. I'm gonna basically set this border dimension as per the image dimensions, right? So width is 400 pixels. Hit save. Cool. And for the height, I have to manage it by myself. So let's say, let's go with 200 pixels, right? So if I go with 20 more pixels, it would set to the correct height. Let's go with 230 pixels. 220 maybe. Let's keep it 225. Right. So yeah, we got the frame, we got the border of this particular image, right? So yeah, that's all. Now as we have the dimension of this div tag, we got the dimensions, right? We can now basically align and justify its child elements within this dimension with 400 pixels and height 225 pixels, which is the exact same dimension for the image, right? Which is our background image. It's working as a background image for us now. Okay, now we can display flex, and we can align item center. Hit save. Okay, yeah, one more thing, justify content center. Yeah, cool. So as you can see, your text is currently centered to the image, right? It's basically centered. Yeah, it's correctly centered. So I love this meta actually. It works. So coder's policy, if it works, don't touch it. Hit save, remove the border, and see, your text is centered. Also, okay, the border radius thing, the circular path thing, yeah, like how can you frame this photo in a circular circular style? I'm gonna show you in the upcoming videos, right? So yeah, that's how we can center uh, a text on the center of the image, right, at the center of the image, using position absolute and z index, flex line items, justify content properties, right? So yeah, that's all for the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next upcoming videos. Peace out.